Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to preface this video with the fact that I'll probably be sounding a little bit off or a little bit all over the place, struggling to find my words, and I've just been trying to record this video, and this is the best I can do at the moment. I'm sure you guys can understand, but lately I've been struggling a little bit, but I'm don't worry about me, I'm doing okay. I just wanted to apologize for stumbling all over my words in this video, but I hope you enjoy it anyway, and enjoy talking about this fun show, and a little bit of escape from a daily life. So yeah, enjoy. See you. Hey guys, welcome back to Clown Town. It's me, Liz, Queen Clown. All the Gordie stands on Twitter, we're all clowns. All the Piers stands, clowns. We knew they were giving us nothing, and we were happy with it anyway. The amount of times I've seen that one frame where Gordie's smiling being posted on Twitter, it's hilarious. Yeah, I wanted to talk about Twilight Wings, as the title said, and while I'm doing it, I'm drawing more Gordie content than Game Freak, Pokemon, Nintendo are ever going to give us, it feels like. Now I'm working on another episode of the Vine compilation. Y'all didn't think I was gonna stop at 5. Yeah, no, I just felt like doing it. My new rule on this YouTube channel is I'm gonna do whatever I want, because I have a job now lined up for Christmas, so the monetary pressure is off, which sounds so bad, but obviously it's Corona time, so money's been a worry, and making a little bit of money with YouTube was so helpful, and I'm so grateful to everyone for watching things, because y'all paid for my food, and that has meant the world. But yeah, now I have another job lined up, so I'm just gonna do whatever I want. And this week I have a lot of feelings about Twilight Wings ending, because I felt it was really underwhelming. They had done quite a good job with the storytelling, but in the last episode it just made a couple of really giant leaps, and also the way that the adult characters treated the main character John, and expected him to be a lot more independent than a character his age would really be expected to be. It just made it feel a bit flimsy, and there were a couple of really big coincidences. So yeah, let's talk about nice things first. I loved Twilight Wings. I thought it was adorable. The storytelling was kind of basic and saccharine, but then they were 8-minute long mini episodes, so there's not a lot that you can do with that. And I thought the art direction was fantastic. I loved how delicate the drawings looked. I think a lot of that was the colouring. The backgrounds look amazing, the colour design in general. There are a couple of shots that just look so nice, especially the ones at night, in the episode with Oleana when they're flying over Hammerlock City and there's battle going on, all the glowing city lights and the orange mixed with the red from the Dynamax clouds, just Nessa's episode, all the water looked gorgeous, the animation was so lovely. The final episode, the final battle between Leon and Raihan at the end of it, Raihan even, sorry. I'm trying to keep pronouncing it right, but I never do. The final battle, it looked gorgeous, the timing as well on the animation, everything was a bit slow, the way that the meteors were falling, especially that shot really stuck in my head, and Dragapult's missiles, the way they were moving, it was goals. Yeah, it was great. I think they did a really good job with the character designs they were given, some of the characters Milo, who made the executive decision not to give him eye whites. It makes him look very creepy a lot of the time. And he's very hard to draw, and I just give up and draw him with normal eyes because it sticks out amongst all the other characters. Makes him look like a ditto. But yeah, they did a really good job with that. Like the main characters, I feel like the main young characters, they looked a bit bobblehead adjacent, but that often happens in anime when the heads are so exaggerated. And I don't think it was like a massive problem. But yeah, the voice acting for the English dub was passable. I haven't watched the whole Japanese dub because I can't remember if it had subtitles or not, but like when I went to watch it, it didn't, or couldn't get them up for some reason. So I haven't watched that because my Japanese ain't great. So I can only speak for the English dub, and it felt like they were trying quite hard. Like they just didn't sound very natural performances. But then like that happens a lot in anime, I think. And it didn't like ruin it. But yeah, my main problem was, I think I said, but like they treat John, the main character in the last episode, they treat him like a child who is a lot more older and a lot more independent than he is. And like I know in Japan they do like give kids independence like a bit earlier than they do in UK, but like an 8-year-old who's just been in the hospital for some like mysterious anime disease which we can't give specifics of because it's for children, like you wouldn't let a little kid who's still in the hospital for observation, you wouldn't trust him to wake up on his own, especially if he's been like, oh, I always oversleep, and it's like, well, fatigue is part of a lot of illnesses, you should know this, nurses. You shouldn't then be like, oh, I'll just pack him off into a taxi by himself, like who is supervising this child. Like taxi drivers are strangers. Getting into a taxi by yourself is quite a dangerous thing to do. Like even if it's a licensed taxi, I would be scared to do that, and I'm 24, so this nurse failed in her duty of care. And then when he just like passes him off to Leon to fly on the back of the Corviknight on the way to the stadium, it's like like I know it was meant to be like, oh wow, he's meeting his hero and stuff, but like in UK, like we've had a lot of high profile cases of like really horrible dodgy behavior. Like we live in a post Jimmy Savile world. So like where was this child's parents? Like this child should not have been unsupervised. And I know this is like a fantasy world and kind of a wish fulfillment for the child, but it feels like that should have been addressed by the narrative. Like they could have fixed that if they'd only had someone say, hey John, it was so nice of Chairman Rose to invite you to see it, but I think you're too ill, so you'll have to stay behind because you've only just had the operation or whatever. Like that would have fixed the problem, and then you could have had him sneak out, and then that would have explained why he was by himself in the narrative. And it wouldn't have me worrying for the safety of this anime child. And yeah, the fact that they just stumbled across Leon in the middle of nowhere, like I know he gets lost a lot, that's his personality trait, but if you didn't know that from the games, it just felt like a big reach. And then that like lackluster flying sequence between the rocky cliffs that were like rendered in a noticeably different way than the rest of the background. It felt like they ran out of time with that. Not that I'm good at 3D rendering, I couldn't have textured them better, but like they seemed like they really did stand out. And the rest of the time they'd like done really well with the anime with their like use of 3D to help with camera shots and stuff. So yeah, like that was a bit of a come down, because it felt like you're wasting like 15 seconds of your very limited runtime on this lackluster animation when you could have spent it on, like, I don't know, fleshing out the story a teeny bit more. And yeah, another problem I had with the anime was it was like weirdly loving of Rose and uncritical, and I guess this kind of comes in context of like Sun and Moon did that too with Luzamina. Like, she was the villain, but it felt like because she was rich and cool, like they kind of ignored the things she did wrong. Like, especially like with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and the Pokemon anime, like they just kind of made it like, oh, Farber's the bad guy, but he's not that bad, it's fine, he can stay. And it's like, what? It just felt a bit weak, and I feel like they're probably going to do something similar with the anime with Rose, because that just seems to be how these people roll. But yeah, he had a lot of screen time, and I get he was kind of the, like, tying it together with his, like, Make-A-Wish Foundation, being the Make-A-Wish Foundation, basically. But yeah, I guess I just personally hate that attitude of like, look how nice this billionaire is. He saw this person and felt sorry for them and then did a nice thing for them, rather than like use his massive fortune to actually like do something. Like, that's in real life. I guess like in the Pokemon anime and in the games, Rose is trying to make the world a better place with his giant money, but in a way that's like twisted and makes no sense. So yeah, like I did enjoy Twilight Wings, and I probably will go back and watch it again, unlike Generations, which kind of stank. Like, I tried to go back and watch it, but it kind of sucked. It was kind of boring, which was a shame because it was a fun idea. But they've just redone the new 2019 Pokemon anime opening for the next like season, and it's quite exciting. They're Alola gang minus Lilia, because she's probably still in Kanto somewhere, so I guess she'll meet up separately. But like Kiabe, Lana, Sophocles and Mallow, like they're in the opening, which implies they're coming back, which is great because I love them. I hope Professor Kukui and Burnett come back because I love them. And yeah, Rayhan was in the opening as well. There was I can't remember if it was the bit that gets changed with every episode, but B is going to make an appearance in the main Pokemon anime as well. Being a fan favorite, of course she will appear first. But yeah, I am excited for all these characters to appear in the mainline anime, because like they've got a lot of time to fill, so they're gonna have to do at least one episode of everyone and more with the faves. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if someone like B showed up a lot, because she's popular with a lot of the children, which is the demographic they're trying to aim for. So like I'm moaning about like Gordie fans getting table scraps when we need a banquet, but he's not popular with the children, which is the core demographic of the anime, so it can't be too salty. And yeah, like, it is exciting to think of all the things that are happening. I'm really glad that anime is being produced again, because like both Twilight Wings and the mainline Pokemon anime took a hiatus along with a lot of things because of obviously this pandemic, and like obviously it was more important to care about people's health and protect people's health by not making them come in and work crazy hours in an animation studio just for entertainment and money. But at the same time, it's really nice that things are going back to normal and we have new art to look forward to, even though things won't properly go back to normal for a while. So yeah, I was super rambly in this. Sorry, it's like 1,000,000 degrees out today. I just wanted to talk about it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Give me some opinions. Are you a rabid Gordie stan or are you a normal person? I feel like there's no in between. You can't just be like, he's pretty cool. You're just like, my profile picture changed. My life turned to rock type. My heart back flipping. Yeah, who's your favorite character? What are your hopes for the new anime, and what were your thoughts about Twilight Wings? Let me know in the commentos, and yeah, see you next time. Bye. Look after yourselves.